Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses on Kwing's Let's Plays. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and grab your popcorn because it supports an exploring day. So, let's do this. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is get rid of the glasses and do some support, so...
I think you need to change Dimitri's outfit, too.
Yes, that I need to do, because he desperately needs his costume changed. Although technically he just changed his costume because he's now in a Super Lord class or something, but always good to... okay. You're correct. There we go. There is his fun little war costume. Everything's back to normal, or at least it should be. And for attire, get rid of her glasses. Yes, there we go. Now she's normal. Everybody's normal. Oof.
Everybody is normal.
As normal as normal can be. Alright, so let's go talk to Turkey Leg first. And we have a bunch of other stuff that we can do for students and all that fun stuff. Turkey Leg!
Really?
There he is. He's back to normal. Well, normal for him.
If you stand in my way, I will strike you down.
What? Are you talking to me, Dimitri?
Wow. I'm so glad I came back from a coma to hang out with this guy.
Maybe he just has a headache.
Well, I mean, actually, he does have headaches. But he also sees dead people, so...
Well, I mean, if somebody stabbed you in the eye, I'm guessing you would get a headache after that.
I mean, we still don't know how that happened. I mean, for all we know, he could just be wearing that eye patch.
You stand in my way.
That's gotta be great. What if he's just wearing the patch to make people feel bad for him?
Mm-hmm.
Need something?
I need you to give Dimitri a chill pill. Oh.
See you again soon.
Ooh, wait.
Need something?
Bow skills. Sure.
This one?
This one? As opposed to the other one?
You're all set. See you again soon.
Okay. Thought I heard somebody mowing the lawn at this time of night.
There is someone mowing the lawn, Luke.
Morons!
Hi there. Well,
Why?
Remember when we used to live in that place that was by that peaceful golf course?
Yep. Good times.
The Great Bridge of Myrden isn't just a bridge. It has the features of a fortress. I believe it was built for military purposes by the first leader of the Adrestian Empire. In other words, it's even older than the Monastery. So if we occupy the Great Bridge, we'll have to search it from top to bottom.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for that, Ignatz. Turkey Leg!
House Fraldarius is a military house. They swore fealty to the royal family at the kingdom's founding. The current family head, Lord Rodrigue, was raised like a brother to the former king. He harbors a loyalty that goes beyond mere duty. Perhaps this is why he was willing to lend us his aid.
Why wouldn't everyone be willing to lend their aid to the king? They're all traitors, actually, if you really think about it.
I have a request.
Ooh,
I have a request.
fishing quest.
I find Giblet very, annoying because he's like, well, sire, you need to do this, otherwise you're insane, to Dimitri. Where Rodrigue is like, Dimitri, what would you have us do? And then he's like, I would have you slay them all, I don't care about the citizens that need help. And then basically Rodrigue is like, okay, but I'm just letting you know, as your, vassal, maybe you should watch out for your own kingdom first. And he's like, no, I don't care. He's like, okay, I'll do whatever you say, Dimitri, you're the king. He's such a great guy.
Totally.
Lord Rodrigue seems reliable, but even with his help, aren't we still a little short-handed? We can probably make it to the Great Bridge of Myrden, but beyond that, I don't know. Don't let Dimitri push you too much, Professor. It'll shorten your life for sure.
Wait, push Dimitri, or have Dimitri push me? I wasn't really paying all that attention to what you were saying. I increased my bow skill. Yay!
I'm getting the hang of this.
Yes, well.
Well,
Hello.
Lord Gwendol was pretty tough. If only he'd been on our side, he would have been a great ally. But it was Lord Gwendol himself who made the decision to throw his lot in with the Empire alongside his liege. I will neither pity him nor mourn for him. It would be an insult to his honor to follow the path of justice as long as life endures. That is the duty of a knight of Farkas.
Okay, whatever, you got cool armor. Hey, what's up? Advanced bow tournament.
Hmm.
Well, why not? Ash. Hehe. You going down by quite a bit. Oh, actually, that hurt a little bit. Goodbye.
I won't falter.
That was with a training bow, yo.
Yeah, it was. Go, Ash.
Okay, so... How much are you gonna hurt me? Oh, wow, that actually hurt quite a bit, actually.
It's my duty.
Oh, they take my shield away, too. Ooh. Yes. Alright, here we go.
Come on, Ash!
Ow.
I can't lose! I'm still here.
Okay, so there should only be a couple more of them then. Ah! You guys are funny at. Uh-oh.
Ash?
Nope, we lost. Oh, nope.
It was the only way.
I had,
wait,
I had
we
a
can
third
heal
shot.
him. We can heal him.
Yeah. I'm gonna heal him. I just have to remember to heal him. Okay, well, it wasn't full health, but this is becoming problematic. Haha, he missed! Oh!
Oh, what now?
Okay. My turn. It's over.
It was the only way.
Oh my goodness.
You're right, Ash. There's always a way of peace.
Nah.
I really... Please let that happen. I want Dimitri's eye to be there because as much as I want my character to marry Dimitri, and as much as I want to love him no matter what he looks like, it's just gonna be really awkward for me, like, being all lovey-dovey with somebody with one eye. I mean, no offense to anyone who has one in the comments. Did you just wink your eye?
I made a winky eye, yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, I know my character is really shallow, but like, and I am too, but I like Dimitri when he had his eye. He just like, and he needs, and more importantly than his eye, even if he loses an eye, can he please get a haircut?
Okay. Bernie!
War isn't kind to you if you're a recluse. By the time you realize what's going on, you're already under attack. And if you're off by yourself, you can get killed with no one ever even finding out.
Sounds like you're learning. I highly doubt that would happen.
Won't that be awful? Just terrible. Okay, Professor, I get it. I know I'll have to come out.
I'm a mean professor, and I don't care. Oh, Bernie, it's fun messing with you. Okay, so we need to go to the greenhouse and basically plant some new stuff.
Yay!
Because it's been a while since we've actually gone to the greenhouse, so we need to harvest. Ooh. Got a lot of professor points for that. Okay, plant this thing, because that looks cool, and that looks cool. And we still can't do the last cultivation yet, but we can do this one. There we go.
There we go. You sound like this person on the Food Network that's always like cooking. There's a lot of them that cook when they're like, then we have to stir this in for 20 minutes, and then they sit there and stir. And then at the end, it's like, there we go. I mean, can you imagine? You think talking to yourself playing games is difficult? Can you imagine having to cook and talk to yourself? Now we're gonna add the milk. Stir. There we go. Alright, I'm done. Continue.
The area around Castle Gaspar, where I was living, is under the control of House Rowe, who have submitted to the Empire. If I hadn't come to Garreg Mach, I might have ended up as your enemy at Aelel. That thought makes me really happy to be here now.
Really?
I don't think I would have been able to handle facing all of you in battle.
Actually, if you hadn't come to Garrick Mach, you probably would have been hanging out with your dad. And then when he came and attacked people, you would have been on your dad's side, and then you might have been able to defend him against the professor, and then he might have not died.
No. Ash would be dead. There's no way you could stop the professor. Sorry.
What?
Nope.
Ash is way more powerful than the professor, whatever.
No.
Greetings, Professor.
Hey!
Nothing to report.
Nothing to report, but...
Lord Rodrigue is revered by all as the Shield of Fargus. I was imagining a more stern-faced fellow, but he's actually quite friendly. Shocking. I heard that he recently spent the night drinking in the dining hall with soldiers from the church.
Stop doing all these things. You're making it... Something bad's gonna happen. Don't do that. We want Rodrigue to be around for some time. No death flags, thank you very much.
I know, right?
Oh, I need you to take care of Dimitri just in case. No, you don't say that. Never, ever, ever say that. And always
say
make
that.
time to say your piece with people. That way, there's no loose ends.
Oh.
Hello.
Yep. Hello.
Not you, I was talking hello to that guy said hello.
Sorry.
To me.
I've been away from Garrick Mach for a while, but I came back when I heard the rumors of what you were doing. The scars of 5 years ago may still be raw, but it's nice to be back.
What
Anyway,
scars?
I'm going to start a business here again, so I look forward to your patronage.
I'm not buying your stuff.
Yeah, I don't even know. We already have merchants here. Look, there's a merchant over. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, that's a horse.
We've already bought everything we need to buy.
Yeah.
I look forward to your patronage. Psh, I think you're speaking too soon, dude. You haven't even... Whatever.
Hi. Can you fix Sylvain's thing? Dang it.
I am gonna go through this game and fix everything.
Wait.
I am gonna be grinding so much. I'm gonna get so much money. I'm gonna buy new weapons for everyone, and you're gonna go back to this game and you're gonna be smiling like a giddy schoolgirl. And then you're gonna be like, oh, I didn't have to grind so much on it this time.
Where do I buy? Can I buy
Come back anytime.
that?
You can forge different weapons and make them stronger.
No.
Actually, you should do that. You should make more weapons stronger.
Oh, I should forge my weapons?
Yes,
Yeah.
you should be doing that.
Hello there.
Like, you know where it says plus plus plus? That weapon has been forged to make it stronger.
Smithing stone.
Because we're gonna come up against enemies that are gonna be like, wicked.
Return soon,
Strong.
please.
Yeah, you have a point.
I love how Dimitri keeps calling the person who's leading the army a witch. Is he referring to Edelgard, or is he referring to one of those sorcerers that works for her?
Both.
I think that's pretty hilarious.
Leaving the house in my uncle's hands? What is the old man thinking?
He's supporting his
I always
king?
knew my father was mad, but this time he's gone too far.
I'm actually grateful to him for helping, weirdo.
Easy for you to say. You hardly know the man. Only a fool would abandon his own territory.
No, actually that's not true. That would be a loyal noble to his king would abandon his own territory. Shows how much you know, that's why you're not king, Felix.
From the outset, House Regan and House Gloucester have been fighting over leadership of the Alliance. Then this war comes along, and their opinions are split about whether to ally with the Empire or not. Their existing enmity only worsened, leading them to full-on conflict with one another. However, the leader of the Alliance is a very shrewd man. It's difficult to predict what he'll do at this point.
Okay.
Oh, actually, wouldn't Felix's dad have a bunch of troops in his own territory? Or does he have nobody left?
There's tons of people left. He just left the kingdom, like his place to his brother to watch over while he fights on the front lines. Not unheard of.
House Regan accepted.
I know.
I knew the leader of the Alliance wouldn't refuse. Still, we can't let our guard down. There's no telling when he'll turn on us. If we advance through the Alliance into the Empire, our chances for reconnaissance will be limited. I just hope it goes according to plan.
I'm just saying, like, if he wanted to make sure he was at his territory, he could just send troops to help. But no, how come nobody's sending us any troops? They should all be sending us troops.
Right.
Like, I'm really upset about this.
Do you really think it's a good idea to trust Claude?
Why not?
If you let yourself get taken in by his silver tongue, You might wind up regretting it.
What are you talking
the
about?
thing is, 5 years ago, I was taken in by his tricks myself. I was given a long and grueling lecture by my unit leader that day. Ugh, the memory of it is still too painful.
What? What are you talking about? What did Claude possibly do? He's like our ally.
He's a prankster.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, there's someone else I'm supposed to talk to in here, but I can't seem to... Ah!
It looks like we're all set with food supplies, thanks to Lord Rodrigue. We have more soldiers to feed now, so we'll still need to ration. But I think we have enough extra to make some tasty treats. I'll go scout the pantry.
He did bring soldiers then?
Yep. That'd be
Wow,
wonderful.
he is such a
We
great
can
guy.
enjoy it together over some tea.
Man, Rodrigue is like my MVP right now.
That's pretty interesting. Alright, so this is...
If only every noble in the kingdom was like Rodrigue, then we would have no problem. There would be no drama at all, because we would have no problem taking on the emperor person.
Hey, Raphael.
I finally got to eat a full meal for the first time in forever. And it's all thanks to Lord Rodrigue. I've got so much energy. Let me at that great bridge of Murden. I'll bust it down myself. Oh, but then how do we cross?
Wow.
Yeah, but like this is like I was kind of telling Luke this like on the between the episodes, like yeah, of course nobles are gonna want to defend their own territory, but if every single noble defends their own territory instead of banding together and actually helping their king defeat a threat to the kingdom, then they will all fall. All of them will fall.
My cooking is so good, it's been called seductive.
Oh my gosh.
Should I show you what I can do, Professor?
Oh.
I think that's pretty clear from just
Right.
everything.
I do so enjoy cutting up vegetables in preparation to cook. So I'll do that and leave you with the cleanup.
What? What?
Oh.
Why would we be cleaning up? Don't you? Me? Whatever your name is. Forgot what her name is. No, but I'm saying like this is a clear example of united we stand, divided we fall. Since all of his nobles are like divided, and they think, oh, I'm gonna look out for number one. The problem is the whole kingdom is falling because everyone's looking out for themselves. Whereas if everyone sent some of their troops to the kingdom and the central kingdom, then they could all defeat this threat, no problem.
This looks delicious. Let's eat.
I'm sorry. I know I'm boring company.
And like,
I wouldn't say that.
no, you're not. What are you talking about, Marianne? Why do you have to be so down?
Alright, so those kids are happy now. Let's do full menu.
But I mean, this is kind of like a clear example of why kings were even created back then. Because like all these different people with territories and land would get together and basically call one person their king. And then whenever there was a huge threat, they would all send troops.
This is delicious! My absolute favorite!
I would be liking that greatly.
More professor points. If I did this correctly.
Yeah, so we've actually seen memes online of Petra with Starfire.
Yep.
And it was like, never mind.
I thought House Fraldarius had an invasion of their own to worry about. I'm impressed Lord Rodrigue was willing to provide us all these reinforcements and supplies. The Knights' morale is really boosted, seeing as they have had their first good meal in a while. Let's hope we can keep this up and take down the Great Bridge of Murden.
Well, we're gonna give it our best shot. That's all we can do. Wait, but this guy's... Oh, wow, you got quite a line of people here now. Oh, wait! He has to wait in line too? Ah, that's funny.
But I was actually just thinking, like, from what I remember studying in social studies and stuff about the United States, when we first started out, each state was kind of like their own little kingdom. And if the government needed, like, taxes for either fighting off an invading army or just taxes for, like, starting a new program, they would have to ask each state if they would be able to, like, could you please tax your people and give us this much money? And each state would literally be able to be like, nah, I don't feel like it. But that's kind of what's happening right now. Like, Dimitri is having to literally ask people to come to his aid, when in reality they should just be coming to his aid, but they can literally go. I don't feel like it. And so, it's pretty crazy, actually, if you think about it.
Even though he's the actual heir, he's not on the throne right now. There's someone else who's
Where
on
is
the throne.
his dad?
Dead.
Well, he's the heir to the throne, so he's the rightful king.
Right, but there's someone else. Never mind.
But they're an imposter. They're a traitor.
Yeah, Amber, the world's not as easy as you make it out to be.
I know all about, like, people that have taken the throne, like,
I know.
I am just saying.
I know where you're going with this.
I won't go into it, but I've studied a lot about that kind of stuff, and yeah, in fact, like, well,
Part of the reason, too, why a lot of people aren't coming to the king's aid is because their territories are under attack, too, and the king is preoccupied with doing other things.
What is he preoccupied with?
Fighting his own war with Edelgard while everybody else is protecting their homes from the Empire's invasion.
So, what Rodrigue was saying was that if he helped them with their problems, then maybe...
Not maybe, they would probably be more respectful to the king.
But still...
If we can suppress this Murden, we can invade into the Empire, right? I was in the Empire. Now I will be an enemy. I am having strange feelings. It is with ease that an ally turns into an enemy.
Yeah, pretty much. But still, like, I mean, in reality, though, like, when you swear allegiance to your king, like, even if your king doesn't do the right thing, you're still supposed to follow through with that.
Okay, let me explain this in a way that you can understand. The king was declared dead 5 years ago. Half of the country of this kingdom doesn't even know Dimitri's alive yet.
Professor!
The word did not spread as quickly as you think it did.
But that guy who was, like, fighting us, he saw... Oh, wait, no, he wasn't on our side anyway.
No.
Oh, this is so confusing. Why doesn't Dimitri just send out, like, a letter and tell people he's alive?
Because there's no proof. Like, he would have to appear, like... If he were to take down the capital and appear in front of everybody, the kingdom would be united, but, you know, right now people are too busy protecting their kingdom from a very real threat, which is the Empire.
But what you're basically saying is, like, say your duty is to send troops or whatever, but then basically if someone's attacking your home literally 2 feet away, you kind of have to deal with that first.
I'm sure there's going to be some lords that as soon as they see Dimitri, they'll join up. But there's also going to be some that are like, well, I've already swore loyalty to the new king, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So it's it's complicated.
On the north side of the Great Bridge of Murden lies the territory of Acheron of the Alliance, and to the south, the Empire's Burgleys territory. Count Burgleys has held the position of Minister of Military Affairs for the Empire ever since the days of Emperor Ionius. The current emperor seems to have brought the corrupt nobility to heel, but Count Burgleys looks to be an exception.
Yeah, but still, nobody came to help him.
Right, because... Actually, no, that's not true.
Even when he was in prison, and they should have demanded, like Rodrigue said, demanded to see his body.
Yep.
Nobody saw his body, and that was not, oh, maybe my king is dead, so I'm just gonna go on with my life. Like that.
Part of the reason why there's a major war, like a civil war in Fódlan right now, has to do with Rodrigue attacked the capital when he heard Dimitri died. So that split up the kingdom as well.
But he should have done that.
Okay, Amber.
Like, everyone
I had
should
an
have.
encounter with Lord Gwendol. How many years ago was it? Back before the academy, I met this girl who I fell madly in love with. And her dad tried to kill me.
Story of your life.
I suppose he just tried to scare me, but I was sure I was gonna die. Oh yeah, her dad? Lord Gwendol. Crazy, right? I never thought I'd seriously be trying to kill the guy in battle. I kind of don't know how to make sense of it.
Well, I mean, you can always go talk to that girl again. Probably not. She'll probably try to get revenge.
Gwendol made the ultimate sacrifice in service of House Rowe. I understand that feeling. I'd do anything for Lady Rhea.
Except if she got in prison and someone said she died, in which case you just go on with your life.
You should have stopped him. You might be right about that. At any rate, it's up to the individual how to demonstrate loyalty.
You don't know how to let things go.
No, I'm just saying this game is broken. Like, it needs to be fixed, like, to the point where this doesn't make any sense to me.
The Aramid River separates the Empire and Alliance. It's the largest river in Fódlan. Sometimes it'll flood when there's lots of rain, but at least the land gets some extra water.
Are you guys gonna let that guy through?
Nope. He's gonna be there all day. He's gonna be there all day. Oh, that's really kind of you, Luke.
Yeah. Okay, so we talked to these guys. Who's left? Let's go see Marianne. Oh, Ingrid first.
Just like House Fraldarius, House Galatea is currently being invaded by the dukedom. My family is not as wealthy as most others, so we are incapable of sparing resources or reinforcements. I'm sorry. It's just so frustrating not being able to do anything to help.
How can you not do anything to help?
She can't, because she's fighting the war over here, and her family, which is not a very big nobility, which there are actually several people in Fódlan, because the Empire is where all the rich people are from. Dimitri's kingdom was divided in between basically commoners who became nobility, who are the ones that stayed loyal, and the actual royal nobility were the ones that, you know, framed him for murder and turned the country against him.
Wait, his own people framed him for murder?
Yes. The only ones that are loyal to him are basically ones that used to be commoners who, like Ingrid's family. Sylvain's is kind of full-blood nobility, and so is Felix's dad. Everybody else is just commoners that were recognized by the king and have a little bit of property.
My adoptive father is planning on supporting the Regan family in the upcoming operation. He says it's the perfect opportunity to get both the Alliance and the Kingdom on his side. He even insisted that I promote the good name of House Edmund to the people of the Kingdom.
Okay. Well, that sounds like it's okay. You really need to promote them?
He'll see right through me if I lie, so I can't ignore the request. But I suppose I did just tell you, so that must count for something.
Yeah, okay.
I guess.
I don't really understand that, but...
I just don't understand their motivation to, like, go against their own, like, king. I don't understand why they would do that. Like, they don't get anything out of it. They're part of another empire now that's, like, they're no different than they were before.
No, the Empire is very bad.
Yeah, but, like, what did they get out of betraying him? They must have gotten money or something.
Don't know.
Because, like...
Sometimes they don't tell you. It's a time skip, Amber. They're not going to fill in everything that happened. They're not going to fill in all the stories. I mean, this game already has so much content to it. They're not going to fill everything in. That's why there's a, quote, time skip that just places you 5 years later into this, you know, big war. There's really not much that they're going to tell you.
All manner of memories. The days I spent studying here with you and everyone else. Those days were so special to me. They were truly some of the warmest days of my life. I hold them dear in my heart. And now, to be forced to fight with those I was once so close to, my friends, it is most saddening.
Well, there aren't that many left over there, so don't worry about it. Most of the golden deer are on our team, so it's only pink-haired girl. And Claude? I don't think Claude's gonna do anything against us.
Yeah, I don't know why people are saying, like, be wary of Claude. Like, he's never made it. He's never done anything.
Mm-hmm. Ah, Rodrigue, what's up?
Even after all these decades, the Academy hasn't changed a bit. I remember it well, even now. I used to sneak out of lectures with Lambert almost every day. I suppose this is not the time for an old man's nostalgia. We have received approval from House Regan. We should set out as soon as you're ready.
Okay. So, he's talking about Dimitri's dad. Like, they were both students here.
Yeah, that's why that one guy was saying that he's even more loyal than he normally would be because he actually was friends with the king.
Yep, he knew the king. But also, he had his moments of crazy, too. Like, he said some pretty bad things to Felix when Glenn died, but we'll never... Unless they do, like, a prologue to the game, like what happened in Dusker, which they won't.
That would be cool.
Yeah, we don't know what the DLC is going to be about.
But then if they kind of mess it up, then it would be like, maybe it's better to envision it.
Annette, what are you doing? That's not Felix.
So, the renowned Shield of Fargus is now on our side. That is quite reassuring.
Not only will he provide valuable support in battle, but he has also brought us much-needed supplies. We cannot grow complacent, however. We must take the Imperial capital as soon as possible.
That's the plan. Alright, let's talk to you.
Next, we face the Great Bridge of Murden. We actually crossed it a long time ago. Do you remember? It was 5 whole years ago.
That's what people keep telling me during the Battle of Eagle and Lion.
It seems like so long ago, doesn't it? It's odd how fast time flies. Everyone was still friends then. After the fighting, we all ate together without splitting into our separate houses. I often wish we could go back to those peaceful days.
Are you people not understanding that we actually have most of the people? My gosh, it's like you don't interact.
We have most of yeah. But I mean, people's parents are going to war or whatever, but...
Oh, where is,
I don't understand. I cannot comprehend how you could fight for an empire that is proven to be evil. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
We're going to invade the Empire, which means we'll be fighting people we know, won't we? If we're attacked by someone we know or used to think of as a friend, is it permitted to run away?
Not really. No. I mean, not on the battlefield.
Really? If something happens, will you keep me safe?
Nope.
You can't do that because you're literally abandoning when it's a life and death situation, you abandon your team. You can't leave.
Oh my gosh, Amber, you think too much about this stuff.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, I mean, I would be a coward too, but I wouldn't run. I would just stay there and get killed because I wouldn't want to be a coward and be a traitor. Just saying. It's wrong to abandon your crew of people.
Your crew. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna eat with a couple more, not students, colleagues.
I definitely was born in the wrong, century or millennia, I think.
Oh, hello there, Professor. Did you need something from me? It doesn't look like you're wounded or anything. You just looking for someone to talk to?
I talk to everybody, yes.
I thought so. Well, I'm here for you. Making you feel better is my top priority. Whether it's physical pain or worries of the heart, you can come to me for anything, Professor.
Am I being charged for this?
I don't know if she's still... I mean, it used to be free because she was like the school nurse. But now I bet she needs money, I don't know. The thing is, I don't understand, that doesn't make any sense to me, is these kids go to this school, a military school, knowing that they're training for war, and then when war actually happens, they're like, I don't know how I feel about going to war. It's like,
okay.
You literally trained for this.
No, they really didn't train for this because their country's been at peace for 500 years.
Yeah, but if you're training...
The battle at ALL was a tactical marvel. You grow stronger with each passing day. Where does your talent end and your crest's power begin? Are they one and the same?
Maybe.
I wonder. Most intriguing. Yet, it is quite difficult to draw useful conclusions, given the situation. It is quite unfortunate I did not achieve my research goals before the war broke out. So much unknown. Now, I fear I will not have those answers even by conflict's end. So very frustrating.
Scholars in times of war. Okay, I don't need anything from you, but it was a fun little chat. Now, all that's left is Cereal, which is... don't know where he is.
I don't know, it's just, there's tons of military schools even now, and people go through, the kind of rigorous training they have to go through to know what to do when an enemy attacks you. By the time you're done with that school, you should know how to handle an enemy threat. You wouldn't be asking dumb questions like, if I know somebody of the other side, can I run away? That would be a negatory.
Okay. Let me explain this again, and because the audience gets it and I understand it, but you can't seem to understand it. They've been in peacetime. They have never... There hasn't been a war for centuries. And these are people that they just went to school with a short time ago. Nobody was expecting Edelgard to do the things she did. That was somebody they knew, someone who was a part of their family, and their countries have all been... there's been no wars. There's been nothing. Yes, they're training for things, but mostly they just fight off bandits and keep order like a giant police force. They weren't doing those type of things until the professor arrived at this school. So they're still, I mean, these are people just in their 20s. Barely, some of them are even 19 years old. They were like 15 and 16 just 5 years ago.
Lady
It's
Raiden
not hard
must
to
be
understand
so scared.
that they'd have
We gotta find her quick as we can.
reservations.
We got reinforcements from the kingdom people now, right? Then we ought to be able to go save her.
What they don't tell you about the school too is this is not just a high school. This is a school where people have been together probably about 10 years or more. Like, it's a boarding school in a sense where their families shipped them off and they, you know, learn how to become royalty and learn all the things about nobility. And then they go, after they're done with their school and they graduate, then they're brought back to their kingdom where either they end up running the kingdom or they get put in positions so they learn how to run it.
But it's no... I know you're looking at it from a perspective of modern day people.
Nope, I'm not looking at it modern day.
But really, even back in the day, people used to send their kids, like, to all... Like, people from England would send their kids to France to go to school, and then they would end up going to war with each other. It, like, happened all the time. Like, it's not different than stuff that happened all the time back then. Like, people would go to school with each other and then end up on the battlefield against each other. Like, it's just, I don't know. It just, I disagree. I think, you know.
It's too rare that we get a chance to kick back and stuff our faces. Come on, Shamir, time to gorge. I apologize for my partner, Professor.
Oh, that was actually a good pairing because they're friends. So we'll get double the experience points for that.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things I could say that I could explain why I disagree, but I guess I just won't.
Probably, yeah. Alright, so this is the last thing that we can do, and then our exploring day will be over with a little bit of classroom stuff, and we can get on with the rest of the story. So, Caspar, and... Let's see, let's go with... No, not Flane. Caspar and... Bernadette. Yeah, I like that. Except I don't remember who Bernie was going for before.
I think we were gonna set
You're
them up
eating
together.
too slow, Professor. You just gotta stick all of it in your mouth.
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
And once again, you guys aren't even looking at your delicious food, you're just staring at me all weird like...
She has her arrow, like, little quiver thing with her during dinner?
Well, the monastery's been attacked several times, so they're all... most of the people here, they are equipped. I see people carrying swords and axes, all kinds of stuff. Well, that was very productive. So the exploring day is complete. We've talked to everybody. The only thing that we weren't able to do was complete what's-his-name's quests, which I don't really know what he wanted. Can't tell if that's a fishing thing or what. But gather the resources and deliver them. So it's probably a fishing quest, but not really important. So we're just gonna end.
Okay.
And now, instruct manually. Now everybody's ready to be instructed because everybody has high morale right now. But there are some people that have, you know, even higher morale. But everybody is mostly yellow, which is good. So it means it doesn't really matter who gets instructed. Boom. There we go. And now those people are grumpy again.
That's how I feel at the end of every school day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I come home and I'm like, I need a hug, and Luke's like, I don't know, you've been editing all day usually.
I got a question.
What's your question?
I don't think it's much difference between Elmira and Fódlan, but everyone else seems to think Elmira is so completely different. Why is that? There's a long history of opposition between the two? I don't know.
I'll try this one.
I don't know if I like that answer.
What? Well, whatever. I got more professor points for failing, so I'll do that more often.
I don't really know about Elmira, so I don't know the difference.
Isn't that where... I think that's where cereal comes from. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is. Like, But the other two options we had is people are prejudiced to people from Elmira, or that there's been a long-standing opposition between the two countries. How do I know what the answer is? I don't know anything about the country.
Okay, so I think we should do this and whoop. Okay.
I can't believe how long it's been since I left home. Since I was dragged out of the house, I mean. 5 whole years. It's weird to think about.
Weird in what? You want to go back?
No. But if you'd asked me that 5 years ago, I'd have said the opposite. I have friends here, and I have you. The monastery's become a second home to me. Back then, I never would have dreamed a day like this would come.
I'm happy for you.
It's all thanks to you. You've given me a second chance at life. If not for you, I never would have gotten used to leaving my room, let alone the monastery. Maybe the battlefield's just dulled my senses. I'm much better with strangers and new places now, though. I don't panic nearly as much as before.
Well, that's good. Could you go somewhere new by yourself? I have some independent work for you then. Maybe this one would be better.
A new place? All on my own?
Oh, wait, no.
That sounds like a tough assignment. Where did this come from all of a sudden?
Oh no, you're stressing Bernie
hold
out.
On. You're teasing me, aren't you? Please don't joke around like that anymore. It's torture for me.
Why does every girl have that? That pose.
I don't know. Alright, alright.
Alright. That's fine.
You're still not taking me seriously. I mean it. Promise me you won't do that again.
But you're fun to tease.
Friends respect each other's feelings, don't they?
Okay.
Good. I'll hold you to that. You're absolutely not allowed to send me out anywhere on my own. Got it? You would need to come with me. If you're with me, I can go anywhere in the world.
Aww. I'll be with you in spirit. You can ask another professor. I'll follow at a distance.
No, that defeats the purpose. Why can't you get what I'm saying? Oh, that's enough. I need some time alone.
Wait, that was her A rank?
I guess.
Wow. That's kind of... That's
She's
her...
super happy for some reason.
That's kind of lame. Oh well. Whose birthday? Ignat's! Okay.
Thank you for inviting me.
Whoa. Got like red eyes
You
now.
have my thanks.
Yeah, he does. Well, they're kind of orangish red, brown. Light brownish red.
What a lovely fragrance.
Orange.
He looks pretty cool. Alright.
He has this weird belt on.
Favorite sweets?
Are you sure?
What? Okay.
Yes?
Monastery security? I thought you liked books!
I don't know.
Oh!
Great, this is exactly what happened when we were talking to the last person.
Have a happy birthday. Jerk.
Thank you for the delicious tea. I'd be happy to join you again whenever you like.
Next year, maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Went up 1 heart. Okay. Now what? Oh,
for the two of
these
us,
two.
This will be no challenge at all.
Dear goddess, please protect us.
Do well, you two.
That wasn't so bad.
Aha!
Perfect! We got a smithing stone loop. That's really good.
Ooh.
That helps you either repair or forge weapons.
Okay, that's good to know. I like smithing stones. Hello, Bernie. Wow, there's so many of them. Oh! Flame is gonna go S+. Cool.
It seems my proficiency has improved.
Yeah, but your leveling hasn't.
Always something new to learn.
You
The
can't
old
teach an
guys.
old dog new tricks.
And yet, we are teaching them things. Okay, let's see. What is the battle conditions like? Nope, there is no, that's what he wanted. Gilbert. Nyeh.
I mean, we can always do that later.
Yeah, we could always do that later.
Well, I mean, if this is a good spot in case you want me to, and I can grind or something.
Nope, we're gonna do more. Alright, so anyway, guys and gals, thanks so much for watching. We might run through, like, some exploring stuff, but, we're gonna be getting to the next battle, which is the bridge. We've talked to everybody, we did everything we're supposed to. So, I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll be back later today with the battle, the mission on 31.
Yay!
Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
See ya!